Morning, everybody. Welcome to Just Talking 24. This is a special edition. Remember, I told you back in the beginning that this was a product. Well, this is a something in progress. It's a project in progress, and I really need this special edition out. I'm going to be putting it out. It's going to be going before my 2413. So don't be all jammed up by the numbers and the chronological order and everything. I'm doing this 3 days after I filmed, well, I taped my Just Talking 2413. This is a special edition, and I need to come out with it because I want it as part of record. I just want it on the internet that I put it down. And it's something that's very important to me. It may or may not have ramifications that I'm thinking that I hope it doesn't, but it will. And it's this fiasco thing with Zelenski and the Oval Office and Donald Trump and everything. And my take on it. And you folks know, and I have said that when it comes to President Trump, I like the man as far as what he's doing as a president. I don't know him well enough to know what kind of man he is, but he appears to be a very straightforward, honest person that just been getting bad publicity. He's, like I said, I've said it time and time again, he's a very smart businessman. This man does have a lot of mileage under him in business, private business. And he just took care of Zelensky, how a businessman would take care of him. You don't go in to negotiations and then you try to dictate to the negotiator what you want. It should have been all, already set and done. And that was the mineral rights, right, to Ukraine. The U.S. was going to get a percentage of it because of all the money that we spent. And people go, well, why do you want the money back? Well, go to the store, drop your money, and then try walk home with nothing. See how long you last. See how right that feels. No, the American people should be getting something for their money. We want to stop the spread of Russian aggression. Okay, that's true. But we're spending billions of dollars and we're getting nothing in return. This is what we got in return. Zelensky's, he was just plain stupid. He was just plain ignorant. He was just plain disrespectful. You come in, you come into a country that's been helping you. In fact, Ukraine is where they are because of the U.S. And what? He came there dictating and Trump just shut him down. He just shut him down. Zelensky wanted to swing the big stick and he don't have one. He's got a little twig. And Trump just got him and crushed him. And what does Zelensky do? He runs to Europe. And Europe, really, after World War II, they did not really spend a lot of money nor resources in their military. That's why there were only three superpowers in the world: the U.S., Russia, and China. The rest of the world, they have militaries, but nothing to the extent of the U.S. or Russia or China, as we're finding out. And so Zelensky goes to Europe, and Europe says, "Oh, don't worry, we'll back you up. We'll back you up." And then, and this is the funniest part: England, which is supposed to be one of the leaders in military in Europe, says, "Oh, but by the way, we can't back you up with the kind of power that the U.S. gave you." we're going to give you, we'll give you the pea shooter, but you really need a rifle, and we don't have rifles. Which is so funny. So now Zelensky's got to come back and try talk to Donald Trump and negotiate. What do you have to negotiate with? You were kicked in the butt. You went out to lick your wounds, and now you're going to come back and you think you're going to negotiate? Trump is going to eat him for dinner. He just lost whatever little leverage he had, and he didn't have leverage. But he's the hole's deeper. And Russia's just waiting, because Russia's going to get something out of this. If you don't think Russia's going to get anything out of this deal, man, I want to smoke what you're smoking, because I like to see the world like that too. Reality is Russia's going to get something. Even China's going to get something. Everybody's going to get something out of Ukraine. He just sent Ukraine down the tubies. That's the way it is, folks. That's power. Power is something that's everybody wants, but they don't realize what it is. I was taught this years ago. Be careful what you want, what you wish for. You might get it. I've met some people who are very powerful in business. They have a lot of power. But the ones with the most power that I respect are the ones that don't use it. They know who they are. You know who you are. We've lunched together. We've talked together. You know who you are, and I respect you, and you know I respect you. And I don't use the fact that, I know so-and-so, and I know so-and-so, and I know so-and-so. I can't stand those kind of people. It just drives me nuts, because you got to prove your power. Your own actions should establish your power. It's only a 5-letter word, power. But it means so much. It means so much. And Trump knows how to use power. This man, he's an excellent negotiator. He hasn't gotten to where he is by just using pure force. Although people say, he's bullying. He's not bullying. He has the power to do it. And he does it. That's the difference. He talks the talk. He walks the walk. The rest of these people, they just talking the talk. And how much really does it take to talk? How much energy does it take? All you got to do is just, like I said, force the air from your diaphragm up your esophagus, past your larynx, where it makes a sound, form the sound into words in your mouth, expel them through your lips. How much energy does it take to do that? Whereas actually doing something is way different. But everybody puts you down. Everybody talks. I'm watching this news, and they're crazy. These people think that they're calling Trump a bully. They're calling Trump this. They're calling Trump that. We got CBS News saying, President Trump promised to do this with the inflation. He promised to do this with. Well, give the guy a break. It's only been 2 months. They expect instant. And look what we had with Biden. 4 years, and we took us down the tubies. It just doesn't make sense to me. Like I said, whatever these people are smoking, I want some too, man. But Trump is teaching Musk. Everybody says, Elon Musk, he has done a lot. But he's got a lot to learn from Trump. And a lot of it is his negotiating abilities. You got to know what you can do, what you cannot do, when to do it, when not to do it, when to swing, when not to swing. Let the ball go by or take a chunk at it, President Trump, he's not perfect. Nobody's perfect. But I like what he's doing. And I applaud what he did. He did the right thing. He put Zelensky in his place. And now Zelensky is out there. What is he going to do? He has power, but he doesn't know how to use it. he abused it. If Tulsi Gabbard is correct, he postponed the elections on May 20th, the May 20th of last year, because he cited the war as the reason why they did not have any elections. I mean that's dictatorship. You you don't do stuff like that, but he did it. So you gotta watch what they do. That's what I was told years ago. Watch what a person does because actions belie the truth. Let me give you my favorite analogy to that. First day of school, seventh grade. Okay, every school has the bull. You know, the big man on campus, and you're coming from elementary, you're going into middle school. Well, we call it intermediate school. And the first day, you know, we got six periods. We were changing classes. We never did that in elementary school. So you're changing classes. Who's walking the other way? The bull. And you know the bull's coming. So what does he, you know, and as he goes by you, wham, he false cracks you, right? And you fall down and he goes, oh, brother, I'm sorry, sorry. Yeah, I thought you was somebody else. I'm sorry. So you get up and you know, and I probably told you this analogy before. This is my favorite analogy. And you tell him, oh, okay, 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 no problem, no problem. And then you continue walking. Next day, you come walking down, walking by you again, wham, flushes you again. Oh, brother, I'm so sorry. You know, I thought you were somebody else. You look just like this guy. Well, the third day, when he's walking the other way and you see him walking, what do? Do you continue walking? No, you turn around, walk the other way, right? Why? Because of what he did, not because of what he said. You understand. It didn't happen to me, by the way. I knew what he was going to do the first day, and we settled it that first day. He kicked my butt, but I got his respect, and we became friends. Yeah, he was really a cool guy. But I was taught from, as we say in Hawaii, small kid time, young age. A person's actions belie the truth. It's what you do that matters. You know, I didn't say I was going to become the best, you know, one man operation in towing, but I did tell my boss I'm going to start my own company and I'm going to make money my way and you don't have to rip people off to do it. And I became the number one sole proprietorship in the state. I made my money my way. And I didn't rip anybody off doing it. I hope I didn't rip anybody off. And if I did, I'm sorry, but I don't think I did. I could justify my prices and everything. But I was reasonable. I wasn't super cheap, and I wasn't the most expensive. I was right in the middle, and I was fair. You know, I'm fair. But this Zelensky thing, going back to it again, he is in a very bad position, and he put his nation in a very bad position. I don't know what's going to happen, really. Already, I saw yesterday that, and this is, I'm taping this. I'm going to tell you the date today. Today is March the 4th. It's Tuesday. It's early in the morning. You know, I told you I taped 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. But it's March the 4th. And I found out that on the 3rd, the U.S. has stopped all aid to Ukraine. What does that tell you? Okay, so now Europe got to back them up. But Europe, they don't have our weaponry. And we don't give the best to them. Ukraine doesn't have America's best. We got like second string or third string. You know what I mean? It's not the best because, well, number one, they don't deserve it. They don't need it because our best is for offensive. It's not defensive, okay? Number two, they don't know how to use it. We're not going to train them to it, and we're not going to give them that type of technology. Right, that's our technology. That's for us. You're not going to give the person your best. You never do that. Come on. You never, unless of course you paid, unless they pay you for it, and they don't have that kind of money. They don't. If they had, they would have it already, and they wouldn't need us. So no, they don't have that kind of money. But he's in a very precarious position, and the rest, like I said, Russia and China just sitting back and watching what's going to happen. They're going to watch for two things: what happens to Ukraine and what President Trump does. He's a very he's a very formidable opponent. And they right now Putin, he's not with Trump's level. The only reason why he's with Trump on, he appears to be level with Trump is because his country runs that way. And we're talking about a country that's three times our size with half of the population. They have a lot of natural resources, but they don't know how to get them. And it's so frozen that it's hard to get. We don't have the technology to get, frozen stuff out. And he he governs by the use of the big stick. He waggles the big stick. And Trump, they say he waggles the big stick, but he doesn't. All the firing that Elon Musk did, who did he let go? The probies, the probationaries. Well, that's what happens when you're hired as a probation. You can be released for any due cause. I mean, you don't have to have just cause. You can be released because today's Monday and we're going to cut 500 people. You one of the 500. And these people are crying like, but then they don't tell you the whole truth. Hey, they're only probationaries. So the probationaries are your first line. That's the ones you just cut, just release them. We're talking businessmen now. Businessmen who are trying to run the government. Remember I told you that's what I'm telling you. Trying to run the government efficiently. It's like government, it's an oxymoron. Government efficiency. It don't happen. And we joke about it, but it's true. Government, and this is only my own personal opinion, but government rewards mediocrity. If you excel in government, you're picked up by the private sector. You are. I've had people that were working in the private sector, and they went over to the government because government offers security as far as your position. And this was just, she's just well, she's not just, but she's a administrative assistant. She's a secretary. She's a damn good one too. And she was a clerk, and she went over to to the government sector. And I saw her. I said, "So how's your job?" She goes, "It's really different. Why? Because I'm doing my job, and they tell me slow down." I go, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, they're telling me to slow down. I'm making them look bad." I go, "How are you making them look bad?" "Oh, because I do 200. I do this much, and they're only doing that much. So I'm way outpacing what they're doing." I said, "But that's how you are. I mean, you can do even more, right?" She goes, "Yeah, I'm cruising right now as it is. And I'm still outpacing them." And I said, "Okay." And I said, "You don't want to go back, private?" She goes, "No." Because she needs the security. That's one thing the public sector, the government sector, like I said, has. Okay, you don't make a lot up front as far as your wages, but you get medical when you retire, you get pension when you retire, you get security for the rest of your life. And you don't get that in private sector. Private sector, you make the money up front and you are responsible for putting that money away. You're responsible for the Roth IRAs. You're responsible for your investments, your mutual funds, when you retire, well, you have Medicare. I'm on Medicare myself. I'm on Medicare, Part B, Part C, Part D, F, G, H, I, J, K, right? But I had to learn all of that. because in private sector you didn't have to. You had medical, and your medical included doctor visit. It included hospital visit. It included prescription plans. It included everything, and at an affordable rate, as was dictated by my union. It was pretty affordable. My wife and I had the family. Well, it wasn't a family plan. Was a two plan, 1+1 plan or something like that, which was cheaper than a family plan. The family plan was very expensive, and I don't have kids, so no one that I know of. Don't tell me anything now. But yeah, so she was covered under my plan, and it's affordable. And now we're under Medicare and Medicaid and everything, and because of her health problems, it's affordable. It is affordable because if I see the bills that they send to Medicare, just for the dialysis itself, talking almost $250,000 a month, something like that. That's what they charge them. That's not what they collect. But think about it. How many hundreds of thousands of people are on hemodialysis? And if everyone's going $250,000, what kind of numbers are we talking, right? But Zelensky, he screwed up. He screwed up big time. And I'm very curious to see what's going to happen. Because he's going to come back licking his wounds, crawling back, meow, 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 like a little doggy. And Trump going to eat him up. He just threw his country under the bus, with a bus. We're not the bad guys. But Trump is going to take out enough so he can also give a little to Russia and to China. Everybody's going to take him apart, take his country apart. Thank you, Mr. Zelensky. You should have learned business before you start going into the big dog area. Should have stayed on the porch. But I just wanted to put down what I want to put down. I'm going to be putting it out on YouTube. Hope the YouTube doesn't take me off for this counterproductive publishing. But like I said, it's mine's is a work in progress, and we're going to have these once in a while. I'm going to be logging it as Just Talking 24 Special Edition 1 instead of number 13A or something like that. No. Special Edition 1. Every so often, I will come up with one of these. It's just going to compel me so much that I feel that I have to say something. And I have to put it down in a timely manner because I don't want to come out 2 months later saying what I say now. You say, well, he had 2 months to worry about it, to say that. No, I'm coming out and I'm saying this is what's going to happen. And if it does happen, hey, the guy kind of knows what he's talking about. Not much, not very often, but once in a while. So until then, we'll see what happens. It's exciting. To me, it's exciting. It's exhilarating. A lot of people don't like it. But you know what? Too bad. You got 4 years of this. And what they don't understand is what he's doing, it's A, B, C, D, E. They want to go all the way to Z. And I told you, like a stroke. You can stroke. The stroke, you drop off. And physically, you lose everything. The comeback is many steps. A, B, C, D, E. Step by step by step. Every trek, every trip, every journey begins with a single step. And your single step cannot stretch miles. It's your 3-foot gait or whatever your gait runs. But anyway, hope you guys have a great week. And great talking to you guys. And watch what happens. Please. Take a little bit interest in your country. This country still is pretty neat and still worth it. We just gotta work. We're gonna have to work. We gotta pay for all the pleasures that we took. That's the balance, man. You pay everything. Ass, gas, or grass. Nobody rides free. That's what it's all about. So now we gotta pay for the gas. You guys have a good one. And as I always say, ahui ho, malama pono, and of course, aloha. See you next Monday. Bye bye.